Welcome to the campus of Healdsburg High School, where tonight the Panthers of Santa Rosa take on the Greyhounds on a Wednesday evening. Matt Fowler alongside the HSS Digital Video team, bringing you this one as we come down the home stretch. There are 5 remaining games on the schedule: Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and 2 on Saturday, both boys and girls. And then we have a couple in the coming weeks. So for the Panthers, starting, we have Nolan Frost, Will Logue, Brandon Leslie, Berlio Juarez Rico, and Russell Franklin rounding out Madison Lott's Panther squad. And for the Healdsburg Greyhounds, Chase Summer, Dylan Heyman, who broke the scoring record for all-time points in a season in the history of Healdsburg High School last game. So we'll see what he can do. Gavin Bogenson, his backcourt mate, and Max Hubble along with the big man in the middle, Graham McDonald. So we'll see what these matchups have in store for this game tonight. And we'll be back right after this with a tip-off from Healdsburg High School.
We'll get the game started. Thank you. Good sportsmanship is a hallmark of the NBL. We thank you for coming out tonight and supporting these student athletes.
Getting ready to tip this one off from the campus of Healdsburg High School on a Wednesday evening. We'll see what the Hounds have in store. So they had a blowout win last home game, and Dylan Heyman had 27. He only needed 13, so we doubled his output there to get the record. And we'll see what matchups are in store for this one, as bodies are all over the place on the first possession. And the Panthers will start out with it. The defense of Healdsburg has been a calling card as of late. They've really kept their opponents on the perimeter, not let them go inside, thanks in large part to the presence of McDonald. 4 on the shot clock, need to do something. Shot is up and no good, and back comes Heyman. Hubble will take a 3, and it can't get the front of the row. Heyman tried to get the offensive rebound, and out of the pack comes Logue. So you like to see the running and gunning early, but a little bit of lax defense as Will Logue gets the first bucket for the Panthers. Back the other way, and blocked at the rim as LeFew had that one blocked. Defensive rebound by Heyman as Rico couldn't quite get it to go. Hop step, and Vogenson gets the Hounds even at 2. They're going to say travel. No, they're going to say Summer. A little too aggressive there with the arm. That's his first. The thing about Healdsburg is they have a deadly offense as Nolan Frost gets himself into the scoring column and puts the Panthers up by 2. Once they get into their groove, Healdsburg is very difficult to stop. So we'll see the defense that the Panthers have in store and if it's going to work. Bogenson faked it. Now he gets to the few. Nice active hands there by Logue. So up and foul's called.
Personal foul, Panthers, Will Logue.
Will Logue.
At the line, Dylan Heyman.
And that is his second. So that's something to watch as Heyman is able to hit the first free throw, and we welcome Maddie Wagner to the broadcast. Maddie, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Hurt my ankle at my game last night, but doing okay.
Well, thanks for toughing it out. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to play tomorrow, but we'll see how I'm feeling.
So tied it 4 early, 2.5 gone by, and out of bounds it'll stay with the Panthers. And a nice lay-in by Juarez Rico as he get himself to the line, chance to complete the three-point play.
Center of the field, foul, basket counts.
Chance to put the Panthers up by 3. Cannot do it though, and Heyman comes back with it. So Maddie, I mentioned earlier that the Greyhounds really, once they get in their groove, it's really tough to stop them as Heyman misses that one. So what do you think they need to do to get the motor going against the Panthers?
I mean, just don't get discouraged. Everybody has their off days. You just got to keep shooting, keep trying. Eventually, then starts to start falling.
Well, and it helps if you have Heyman swatting the ball into the third row.
Definitely.
Tough fall away shot. That's good for Will Logue.
That was some good defense, too. That was just a lucky shot.
It's better offense beating good defense. Everything but the bucket for Vogensen. He'll get himself to the line.
Braden Leslie, personal foul, his first. Gavin Vogensen shooting.
So Healdsburg with an early 4-point deficit. Vogensen misses the first. He's a sophomore. He started every game as a freshman last season and was pivotal to the success of the Greyhounds. And he's the starting point guard this year. And the hard work in the offseason has really paid off, and it's showing here, paying dividends this year. Misses 2 free throws there, but got the offensive rebound, and Heyman cashes in on the second chance opportunity. Gets Healdsburg back within 2. Three-point shot. No good. And back come the Greyhounds. Summer. Layup, no good. The defense changed that shot. Healdsburg able to keep, as I mentioned, the Panthers on the perimeter, which is a good strategy early. Nearly results in a steal. 15 on the shot clock. Tough shot, but getting himself to the line is Will Logue. As chance to extend the lead.
Gavin Vogensen with a foul, his first. At the line, Will Logue.
So these fouls are measured by half, so want to be careful and not get into the bonus too early.
Definitely. I mean, free throws are definitely, once you start knocking them down, that helps the lead a lot.
So 10-6 with half the first quarter gone by. Summer, LaFew, 3, no. And that one ends up right in my lap, as usually there's a rebounder on that side, but the result's all the same. The Panthers get that one. And now a chance to go up by 6, and Healdsburg's got to watch out early. Don't want to get down and have to fight your way back too early in this one, as that one, I'm going to say traveling.
That was some good defense by Gavin.
So Vogensen, Heyman, LaFew, Hubble, and McDonald on the floor, and Dylan Heyman right on cue, picking up where he left off last game. Has a chance for the three-point play opportunity.
Basket counts. Braden Leslie would foul his second. Dylan Heyman shooting one.
Leslie, the guilty party on the foul. So Dylan able to cut the deficit to 1. But the Panthers are hanging tough. And we haven't seen that so much out of the opponents from Healdsburg on the boys' side. And Rico couldn't quite get it. Offensive rebound, though. And the Panthers have another shot at it. A lot of contact finishing anyway. Will Logue has provided a big spark for the Panthers thus far. Heyman, they're triple teaming him. And they're going to say jump ball. He's lobbying for a foul, but it'll remain in the possession of Healdsburg. Nice pump fake. 2-point shot, in and out, as Venenhavel couldn't get that one to go, and back comes Will Logue. Just over 2 minutes left, first quarter. 20 on the clock, and Will Logue, he's done it all night so far, finds his teammate. Now 11 to shoot, and through the hands, but it squirts out to Rico. Back to Logue, 5 at 3, they have to do something. At 2, and they're not gonna get a shot off. And that's great defense.
That was some suffocating defense for sure.
And there's some chirping back and forth by both benches. A friendly rivalry between Healdsburg and Santa Rosa. So Healdsburg down 3, tried to cut it to 1 there, but
Healdsburg just can't seem to get a lot of their layups to fall.
Yeah, it's just something we're not used to seeing from them.
Yeah.
Ball is deflected out of bounds, it'll stay on that end. A couple of substitutions. Carter Hopt will check in. And they're running their offense through Will Logue, definitely. That 3 doesn't go. That is wide to the right. And Vogensen and company will see if they can tie it or cut into the deficit with 1 minute left in the first quarter. They feed McDonald inside, and he gets it to go, and that's very smart if you're Healdsburg to try and do that. Logan response, no. Offensive rebound, and are they going to say foul the other way, or is it a foul on this end?
Personal foul, Graham McDonald at the line of 23, Caden Dog.
So they're going to say foul on McDonald. So, chance to extend the lead. Doing so is Caden Dahl. First time we've called his name tonight. And that didn't hit the rim, so Healdsburg gets it back. 35 seconds, so can't go 2 for 1. Try to get it in to McDonald, and that's going to result in a fast break. Rico, he's got some suffocating defense to deal with, and they pull it back.
They did a really good job getting back on that, even though they got the ball stolen.
So Rico is content to bring it down at 8, at 6, at 4, at 3, stripped. He throws it up, and second chance opportunity doesn't go. It would have counted, but as it is, your score 13-11. The Panthers leading the Healdsburg by 2. At the end of the first quarter, we'll be back right after this. Healdsburg getting ready to begin the second quarter, down by 2. Matt Fowler alongside Maddie Wagner. We have this game tonight, and there will be 4 more games over the span of the next 3 days. Hope you join us for those. So Healdsburg with some great defense. Rico tries to go inside. Finds his way back to him. 3-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Vogensen. In the lane, and he'll draw a foul. So Rico picks up his first, and evidently not in the act of shooting. They said a little bit too wild on the sequence to be considered a shot attempt. And another foul. And so this is a story developing, is for the next 7:21, every whistle is going to be free throws for Healdsburg. That's a mistake by the Panthers. You don't want to give free points if you can help it.
Definitely, especially to a team that can shoot so well.
And they've done a very good job at denying McDonald on the inside. We've seen these last few games, McDonald has just eaten people alive in the paint. and they're not letting him do that today.
Yeah, it's interesting because they don't even have anybody that's really as tall as him.
Sometimes small ball is much more effective than one would believe. As Heyman in the open court finds Vogensen. Oh, and a nice block. I didn't think that they had any chance to get that one. He'll get himself to the line, but that's a great defensive play. Nice recovery.
There's a foul. Nolan Frost, his second personal. Gavin Vogensen at the line.
So Frost gets the foul there. 7th team foul, but this was a shot attempt anyway, so 2 free throws. So a chance to tie it for Vogensen. He does. So tied at 13 with just over a minute gone by in the second quarter. It's great defense by Healdsburg. And out of bounds. That one will go back to the Greyhounds. The defense really paying dividends right now. And that's the pass and crash. That's the oldest, I don't want to say trick in the book, but that's a common mistake because you pass the ball and then you continue with your momentum right into the defender. So offensive foul, Healdsburg gets it, or Santa Rosa rather. Chance to take the lead, break the tie. Easy 2-point shot that doesn't fall. So Vogensen thought about going inside, instead finds Summer now up top. McDonald. Vogensen 3, no good. And McDonald with the hustle for the offensive rebound. Heyman wanted to get it to McDonald instead, takes the 3 himself and buries it to give Healdsburg a 3-point lead. So largest lead for Healdsburg is right now. Rico thought about that 3 instead. Inside, nice pass. Can't get it to go though. And which way is it going? It is staying with the Panthers. Three-point shot that hits the stanchion, and so that will be a turnover, and Healdsburg will get a back chance to extend the lead. And with that, we'll have a timeout with the score 16-13, Healdsburg leading by 3. Thanks for tuning into this presentation of HHS Digital Video. Healdsburg leading by 3. And now all the bodies converged for a minute. It was 3 people in the front court. 3 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Healdsburg leading by 3. And I like this zone defense. But Vogensen just goes right around it, and he'll get himself to the line.
Personal foul number 23, King Dahl. His first, Gavin Vogensen. Shooting.
Chance to open up the lead a little bit for Healdsburg. First one's good. Second one rims out, and Braden Leslie comes out with it. So Healdsburg up by 4. Chance for the Panthers to cut into it. Stop, pop, and good. That one, Will Logue again making his presence known. Cuts the lead to 2. No call. Meanwhile, Heyman on the other end gets it stripped and stolen. And back the other way, Heyman cherry picking. And he has an easy dunk, and that one gets the crowd to their feet. Sometimes good things happen when you cherry pick. So 19-15. The crowd a little bit more engaged, and a foul on the Greyhounds. I really wish we had replay because that was a good dunk.
Yeah, that was an amazing dunk.
So Summer picks up the personal foul there. Again, around the perimeter, the Panthers really unable to get inside, and just as I say that, Will Logue will draw the foul and get himself to the line.
Gavin Vogensen, personal foul. At the line, Will Logue.
So both teams are now in the bonus. Normally by this time, Healdsburg has opened up a sizable lead on most of their opponents, so this has got to be a little bit of a different feeling for Dylan Heyman and company. Hubble grabs it in the corner. The Panther bench wanted to travel. Instead, Heyman just looks, says, "What are we doing?" Tried to get it inside to McDonald, and he couldn't quite handle it. Three minutes to go at the half. Rico, this is great defense again. Logue, he'll drive. 2-point shot is off, and Heyman brings it back. Let's see what they'll do. They'll try and slow it down. They've played at a pretty frenetic pace, and Heyman somehow prevents the turnover there. Drives inside, layup, no good. Offensive rebound, though, by McDonald, and he'll put it back up in, and that's something that he hasn't been able to do all night, so that's got to feel good for him. Three-point shot, in and out, and the offensive rebound by Logue would not go. Heyman thought about that three, almost traveled, instead gets it to Hubble. His three, he gets a very kind shooter's roll. That hit every part of the rim and went down for him. So Healdsburg now up by 7. Just under 2 left. This is really good defense by the Hounds. Logue drives between two defenders, nearly gets it stolen. And Rico, with 7 on the shot clock, gets it back to Logue. He's got to do something. At 3, he'll drive inside and get bailed out by a foul. That cannot make Yasha happy, as generally speaking, you do your job and you play 32 seconds of good defense. You don't want to foul. He made the shot, but that was still very difficult. So 1-1 for Logue. He's been the offense for the Panthers thus far. Can't get the first free throw to go, though, and so Heyman and company can extend the lead, possibly to double digits. Heyman drives past everyone and gets himself to the line.
Personal foul, Will Logue. Dylan Heyman shooting.
Heyman chance to give the Hounds a 9-point lead. Want to remind you that we'll have games tomorrow, Friday, and then 2 games on Saturday, so get plenty of good basketball as we round out the week. Second free throw, no good. Almost stolen, but Rico was there. Now Logue gets it back, 3-point shot. That's a very tough shot. Scramble on the ground, who's got it? Jump ball, and I believe that will belong to the Panthers. And no, they say, I guess there was a jump ball in the interim. So they say Healdsburg ball. They can almost go 2 for 1. They actually can if they choose. So Hubble, this is great defense by the Panthers. Triple team, somebody's got to be open. Trying to get it to McDonald. They do so, and the defender fell asleep on that one. So the game and shot clock virtually in sync. 10-point lead for the Greyhounds. See if they elect to hold for 1 or take a shot. Rico is spinning like he was going to take a shot. Now 8 on the shot clock, and they're going to talk it over as Madison Lott wants to draw something up. With 9.2 left, what do you need to see from the Greyhounds, Maddie?
Just no shot. Just hold him.
Sometimes easier said than done.
Yeah, but I mean, they've been doing a pretty good job defensively, so I think with 9 seconds, it shouldn't be too hard.
After all that work, you got to believe if the Panthers don't go into the locker room down only single digits, they're going to feel a little bit disappointed, as they have played Healdsburg tough, but trail by 10. And Rico couldn't handle it. They say deflected, and they do. So that means, actually, they'll get it back at 5, at 4, at 2. And shot, no good, and that'll do it as both buzzers sound. And Will Logue couldn't get the buzzer beater to go. So, at the half, 27-17, Healdsburg leading, and it didn't look like they were going to have that big of a lead as we were going down the stretch. And now they say 1.2 left because the shot clock and game clock were not correct. And Heyman from half court, almost, and just a little bit to the left. So now that's officially halftime, 27-17. Healdsburg's got to be pretty happy with where they're at, right, Maddie?
Definitely. I mean, when I walked in, they were losing, and now they're up by 10, so.
There you go. We'll be back right after this with HHS Digital Video with your score 27-17. Healdsburg up by 10.
That's not what it is, sir.
What is it, boy? Oh my God! Go to Healdsburg.com.
Matt Fowler alongside Matty Wagner back 27-17 as we get ready to begin the third quarter. And for Healdsburg, Dylan Heyman has 13 and Graham McDonald has 6. And, you know, it just seemed a little bit demoralizing if you're the Panthers because you fought so hard and you're still down by double digits as we get ready to begin the second half.
Yeah, the Hounds definitely locked down on defense after the first quarter, and they held them. They weren't able to get shots off, so they just got to keep doing that.
So from the perspective of the Panthers, what do you think they need to do to get back in this one? Because we already know that the Hounds, once they put their foot on the gas, they don't stop.
I think Santa Rosa definitely needs some. If they just move the ball and don't take contested shots and just look for the open player, nobody try to do too much, you know.
So we'll see what switching baskets has as an effect on both teams. First shot is up and no good by Frost. And he's mad at himself about that one. Heyman tried to grab it, it ricochets to the corner, and now Bogensen gets it back. 9 to shoot. Heyman realizes he'll just shoot it from there and hit it. It's easy if you can just do that. Not everybody can.
That was deep.
And there's a foul on Healdsburg. But Dylan Heyman, what can you say about him that hasn't already been said?
Yeah, he's just a good all-around player. Great all-around player.
So, new shot clock for the Panthers. On the inside, trying to draw a foul. Heyman just says no. That was a good block. And Heyman again on defense. Thought he was going to pull from there. He instead just lays it up with the offhand. Are you kidding me? And Dylan Heyman is just taking over. He's got 18 points. Nice follow for Russell Franklin. And an offensive foul. A little too aggressive on the screen. So it'll go back to the Panthers. Panthers down by 13. Franklin spins. Up and in. Franklin, that is a good sequence, as he would not be denied on that shot. .25 to shoot, plenty of time, and that'll go the other way, out of bounds. By the way, for those of you wondering, the Golden State Warriors are up by 13 on the Los Angeles Lakers for the play-in game. Thought I'd throw that in there for anybody who's interested. Meanwhile, Franklin, it's great defense by the Hounds. Inside, and that almost looked like too easy of a shot, but that results in a turnover. And up and no good. Third chance for the Panthers, as Will Lowe couldn't get the second chance opportunity to go. The third one doesn't go, as Brandon Leslie had 2 shots at it. So as it is, down by 11, but Lowe is able to get on the fast break and lay it in to cut the lead to single digits. And Maddie, Panthers are not going away.
Yeah, definitely. They're moving the ball. They're getting rebounds. I mean, they're doing everything right.
Heyman fakes one way, drives the other way, and turns it over. So Rico thought about that 3, instead gets it to Leslie. Leslie tries to split the double team and can't do it. Rico drives on Vogensen. His shot doesn't go, and now scramble for it. And they've got to get it across the timeline, and Dylan does. And they're going to say offensive foul or block. They're going to say block. And Heyman will go to the line. He'll have a chance to crack the 20-point mark. But you got to like the scrappy play if you're Santa Rosa. So Will Loeb trying to bring his team back. They were down by as many as 13, down by 11 now. They had briefly cut it to 9. And they're going to say a foul on Vandenheuvel. But neither team in danger of the bonus just yet. 3:41 left. Leslie thought about that 3, scramble for it on the ground, and they're going to award the timeout to Santa Rosa. That didn't look like he had possession when they called it.
Not at all.
That's a little bit of a break if you're the Panthers. So 34-23, Healdsburg leading by 11. Matt Fowler, Maddie Wagner with you. And Maddie, we just found out that I guess this is your last game with me on the microphone, so thank you for your contributions. We appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Get us a win tomorrow. How's that sound?
Yeah, hopefully if I can play tomorrow. I hurt my ankle at our game yesterday.
You know who else hurt their ankle? Steph Curry. Look what he's doing. See? So just put some ice on it. You'll be fine.
Hopefully.
Leslie, nice pass, and it ends up squirting out to Rico. There's plenty of time on the shot clock. Not sure if Santa Rosa realizes it, but in the end, it's Rico that gets the 2-point shot. So 9-point lead for the Hounds and Heyman. And I will admit, that was just one of those throw it up and get a whistle. He knew there was no chance of that shot going in. But I think his reputation preceded him. And I'm not sure if other players would necessarily get that call.
Oh, that was pretty obviously foul.
Well, still though, but misses the first. And hits 1 of 2 to extend the lead back to 10. Three minutes left in the third. We'll see if Healdsburg can pull away or if this will be a tight fourth quarter. Leslie, little push shot, tough. And back comes Heyman, leaking out and couldn't quite save it. As Vandenheuvel just couldn't handle the pass as Heyman a little too aggressive there. So Rico try to bring his team back from a 10-point deficit. And somehow laying it in is Leslie. Brandon Leslie. Acrobatic finish on that one. Vogensen tried to spin, but Logue stayed with him. They go inside, double team, that means somebody's open. Momentarily, Heyman gets it. He spins, fade away. That's a tough shot, and can't quite get it, but McDonald was gonna have it originally. Now who's got it? This is gonna be a jump ball. At some point, are they gonna say timeout? They will. So nice hustle by Healdsburg to get an extra possession. And so now there's a discussion whether it's going to be a jump ball or not. What did you see, Maddie?
It looked like, I think Chase had complete control of the ball.
There's still a discussion, which is odd. Either you award the jump ball or you award the timeout. You don't do both.
Yeah, it looked like the ball was in, wrapped. He had the ball wrapped in his arms.
So they do indeed say that Chase had possession. They award the timeout and possession to the Greyhounds. Fresh shot clock with which to work. And a shot no good, and back comes Santa Rosa. Rico, nice handoff. Franklin thought about that three instead. Swarming defense. Now Rico's got two men on him. Franklin gets it knocked away, and they say off of the foot of Healdsburg. This is an important minute 25. How do you end the quarter? Rico, his shot, no good. And Heyman ran into Logue, no call. Vogensen the other way. Vogensen, no.
He just can't seem to get his layups to fall today.
So both squads missing easy shots. Franklin, give and go. His shot is off a little too strong and foul. There seems to be some confusion as to what the call is. 57.6 left. And both teams have got to feel a little bit snake bit by the rim. And there's still no.
Did they pause the game because the ref was injured?
You know what, that might actually be what happened.
I've never seen that happen before.
I've seen it happen at other levels of play, but yeah, I think the ref may have.
Looks like he pulled a muscle or something.
Yeah, maybe he pulled a hamstring. Is it bad form of us to tell him to walk it off?
I don't know. It doesn't seem fair that they paused the game because that was a nice fast break.
Yeah, come on, you caused him a fast break. That's not cool. We have fun. So Heyman will get it along the baseline. No foul call. Looked like he was tripped. It doesn't matter, though, as he gets the layup to go. That's one of the most odd sequences we'll see all year.
Yeah, that was
Fast break.
interesting.
Defense.
Fast break interrupted by the ref.
In the end, it resulted in a nice two-point shot. Nice defense there by McDonald. And Healdsburg can play for one, and Bogensen knows it. So after all that, the quarter's even at 7. Bogensen, 2 points, no good. Offensive rebound, McDonald back up, and Heyman at the buzzer! Right place, right time, Dylan Heyman. And who else? The all-time leading scorer for Healdsburg High School puts it in at the buzzer out of nowhere, and the Hounds win the quarter by 2, and they're up by 12 as we hit the break with HHS Digital Video.
What is it, boy? Oh my God! Go to Healdsburg.com.
Matt Fowler alongside Maddie Wagner. Healdsburg, after all that, and after all that scrappy play by the Santa Rosa Panthers, they win the quarter by 2. They're up by 12 as we begin the fourth. Chase Summer. Long cross-court pass. This is good defense by the Panthers. And Panthers thought that it was off of Heyman, but the ref disagrees.
It definitely was. That's an interesting call.
.16 on the shot clock. Heyman immediately double teamed. Finds Summer.
Oh,
And
Chase should have took that shot. He was wide open.
yeah, pass deflected. Franklin thought about that 3. Instead, and Franklin looked like he just kind of lost his balance and fell into Chase. That's exactly what happened. And this is when Healdsburg does what it does. They always are able to drop the hammer, it seems, and they're in a prime position to do it right now. McDonald. Heyman, 3, no. You get the feeling if one of these threes goes down, we'll call that a pass, but unable to save it is Vogensen. As that's a layup that should have been converted by the Panthers, but they'll get another shot at it. So a few stops will put this away for Healdsburg, but we'll see what Santa Rosa has in them for a run if they can muster one. And deflected off of the fingertips of a Greyhound. And Leslie. Franklin, three. No. Rebounded by Heyman. Nearly stolen. And ball squirts away to Vogensen. Heyman thought about that pull-up three. Give and go. And that is wonderfully executed. As Heyman knew exactly where McDonald was going to be. Gives Healdsburg a 14-point lead.
Amazing chemistry.
And that looked pretty clean, but they call it foul? They did.
Personal foul, Dylan Heyman. The line, number 1, Will Lowe.
So Logue misses the first. So, Maddie, what has your favorite moment of the season been thus far? I know it's not over yet.
Of the boys,
Sure.
I mean, it was pretty nice to see Dylan break the record for points.
I was going to say, you can't really top that. That's a nice accomplishment that I'm sure he's very happy about. McDonald, I was going to say call that a pass, but ends up in the hands of the Panthers. Wild spinning layup, and we'll go back to the Greyhounds as McDonald couldn't quite handle it, but it went off the leg of Nolan Frost. So 5.5 gone by Healdsburg. Looks like they have this one pretty well in hand. 14-point deficit isn't impossible to overcome, but in 5.5 minutes, when you have the all-time leading scorer on your team, you feel pretty good about yourself.
Definitely.
Summer thought about stopping and popping. Instead, Heyman can't quite get the roll. That would have been the shot of the night, as he had no footing, but he rose up anyway. So looking like Heyman will be the player of the game once again. No surprise there as he gets another rebound. And Yasha wants to talk it over, maybe make some substitutions and just kind of get this one into the books. And with that, we'll take a break. 41-27, the Hounds leading by 14. Healdsburg up by 14. And for those of you wondering, the Golden State Warriors are up by 7 on the Lakers in the third quarter. We like to keep you updated on all scores everywhere. That's what we do.
We're just so amazing like that.
Exactly. Speaking of amazing, Dylan Heyman has the ball. So how did that not go in?
How did that not get called a foul?
1, 2, 3, it works all the same. As Chase Summer gets the lay-in to go on the third offensive rebounding opportunity. 16-point lead, Franklin. Off the window, no. Vogensen in the corner, he gets it back. And now they know that All they have to do is trade buckets. They'll be all right. Heyman,
Ooh, that was a
easy
nice
pass.
pass.
But it was a better steal, though. Franklin, that's the easiest shot of the night, and he missed it. As he had a great pump fake, but couldn't hit the easy 3-footer. LeFew, no. Trying to get it on the 3-point action. See, this is the fun part of the game where maybe players that don't always get a chance to play get a chance to get into the scoring book.
Max Hubble, personal foul.
And they're going to say that's in the act of shooting, but before the bucket was made. I don't quite understand. And now they're going to say not in the act of shooting. Okay. I was going to say you can have one, but not both. Rico tries to get that shot to go, can't do it. But LeFew, the guilty party, he'll pick up the foul. And that will be free throws. And that did look like a shot attempt, and they didn't give him free throws. So, Maddie, I don't know what's going on anymore.
Me neither. There's been definitely some interesting calls this game.
And there's just been a lot of contact. You know what this is? I think everybody wants to get home and watch the Warriors game. I don't think they want to stop the clock. Because how many fouls were on that sequence, Maddie?
There's been a lot of physical the entire game. I'm surprised that there aren't 20 more calls.
I counted about six fouls on that sequence. And there was about 2 there. $14-point lead, just over 2.5 left. Watch out, Maddie.
Yeah, I thought that one was going to hit me in the face.
Nice lane. See, that's a nice sequence. That's a really nice sequence, and that's got to make Madison Lott happy on the bench for the Panthers because, I mean, it is a 12-point game, so it's theoretically not impossible, but pretty unlikely. But you just got to admire the effort by the Panthers.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice just to be hanging with the Hounds. They're a really good team.
So what's been your favorite part of this one? Was it the fast break that was stopped by the referee? Or?
I think that would have to go down as the funniest moment, but I think my favorite moment overall was probably Dylan's dunk. That was pretty nice.
Yeah. That, like I said, the unfortunate thing is that we don't have replay.
Yeah.
Subtle hint, those that control the purse strings. Replay. Just kidding. Just kidding. Now, if we had replay in high school basketball, there'd be a lot of other things that we would have too. That doesn't happen very often unless you are, you got St. Vincent, St. Mary's, and you got LeBron James on your team.
Yeah.
So a 12-point game. Maybe a couple more buckets for Healdsburg, huh? I mean, a couple more buckets will do it because if the Panthers hit a couple of threes, they're right back in it real quick. They haven't been hitting threes at that sort of a clip. Nearly a turnover as Vilgensen goes back to get it. But I like this. I like this aggressiveness by the Panthers, though, because they know what the score is. And Heyman, are they going to say out of bounds, or is that a foul?
Better be a foul.
Eli Winkleman, personal foul number 2.
They do call a foul, but not in the act of shooting, which is what I was expecting.
There have been a lot of those this game.
So Heyman Can't get it. And how did Hubble get that rebound?
He's got hops.
Yeah, he does. Vogensen,
Nice.
yes. And with that one, that may have put it out of reach. And foul on Vandenheuvel, looks like. He looked pretty set, but could have been moving. So minute 45 left. A little bit of cosmetic window dressing on the final score. Want to remind you that we will have the boys and girls games throughout the week. And Franklin gets called for a foul on the rebound. So, see, this is the kind of defense, Maddie, that the Panthers needed to be playing all game.
Definitely.
And it's too little too late if you're the guys in black. But that one doesn't go, and Lowe gets it back all the way.
He's had a lot of layups this game that haven't fallen.
And this sequence just good defense, and it ends up in a steal by Vogensen and a foul on the other end. So the Panthers wanted about 3 fouls on one end, and the Greyhounds get a foul on the other end. And so Chase Summer will salt this one away with a minute left. The Greyhounds are up by 13, and this is actually low scoring for the Greyhounds, wouldn't you say? 45
Yeah.
points. They generally are up around
60-ish.
60, 65. So generally, if you were to tell me they were only going to score 45, I'd think that maybe the game was a little closer than it is. But
Yeah, a lot of their layups and stuff haven't fallen tonight. They're just off a little bit.
so a couple more possessions. And they need threes, and they need them in a hurry. And Leslie gets fouled, catches his own shot. That's actually kind of impressive. And he will get himself to the line.
Sam Vandenheuvel, personal foul. His third at the line, number 3, Braden Leslie.
So a little bit of last-minute free throws. As LeFew checks back in, you think he maybe wants to get one more three-pointer up before the night's done?
Yeah.
Second one's good. And thought it would be a timeout, but last possession in all likelihood for Healdsburg. 3-point shot, no good. Offensive rebound though, and that's kind of a microcosm right there. That is a microcosm of the night for Healdsburg and for Santa Rosa, in the sense that Healdsburg's just been getting all the offensive rebounds, and for Santa Rosa, they just didn't have anything bounce their way tonight. So first one of the 1-and-1, although an offensive rebound. There should be a shot clock, but evidently there isn't one. And
Split second too late.
so the Panthers will get it, and the ref said shot clock, but there's not going to be a shot clock now. And now we have a 30-second timeout, so we'll have a chance to wrap this one up. And on a Wednesday evening, this has been a fun one. And it's very unfortunate that they're not doing playoffs this year, because obviously Healdsburg would be in the mix for that. And we'll never get to see how far they would have gone this year, but I'm sure next year they'll be right back in the mix. And 45 points, and Dylan Heyman, I believe, has 24 as another great scoring performance by Heyman. So this will be last chance for the Panthers to get one in the net. Look at the suffocating defense by Healdsburg on the last possession of the game.
Yep, they know you just got to hold him. Don't let him shoot. Don't foul.
Great defense. That's going to do it. Your final score, 45-33. Healdsburg wins this one. Dylan Heyman leading the way. And although the defense was pretty good from the Panthers, in the end, Healdsburg was able to pull away. And what did they do right, Maddie?
They definitely rebounded hard. They played good defense. It was just their shots weren't falling, but I mean they still played all the other aspects of the game well, and so they were able to pull through and get that lead.
So for Maddie Wagner, I am Matt Fowler, and we will see you tomorrow for the next game on the schedule. And don't forget, we have 4 more games to wrap up the week. We have tomorrow, Friday, and 2 games on Saturday. So be sure to tune in on both YouTube and Facebook. So for everybody at HSS Digital Video, Matt Fowler saying so long from Healdsburg High School.